In this presentation, we'll look at some of the financial allocation capabilities in HB1. It is possible to use this tool to allocate from a community or other similar off-site project to individual lots or to the phases of the community. Let's look at a community to lot allocation using two different methods. The first one here is using the square footage, and if we just look at the sources, it will show all of the categories which are going to be allocated for both budget and for cost, and by the method. In this case, we've used an attribute of lot square foot. The one above is using a factor, and very simply the attribute is the only thing that's changed. So you could use other types of attributes. It could be realized sales value, which is obviously a common one. You can allocate to only open projects. There's other features here that we're not going to look at today. So let's go off to the allocation process, and actually we'll just run a new one. And I'll run it for the lot using the square foot. I'll click OK here. It's going to pull all the costs and all the budget to May 2016. So the first sector is all of the categories, all cost codes, and the costs which have been processed, and the budgets which have been added to these particular community and for the particular cost code. And if we're just looking at 300,000 here, this has been broken up using the square foot across each of the lots within Eastlake. Now if we compare that to the other allocation method which I've run previously, which is using the factor, we'll see that the budget cost, the same budget, 300,000, is now allocated evenly because I used a factor of 1. So companies use this allocation process on a periodic basis, typically at the end of every month, where they allocate to open or closed lots for each period.